On an evening of roses, let us go out to the orchard, where myrrh, spices, and perfumes will be a carpet for your feet. Slowly descends the night, and the perfumed wind is a caress. I whisper a quiet song to you, a song of love. At dawn a dove crows, and your head is covered with dew. Your mouth is a rose in the morning. Let me gather it to myself.
Holiness is a supreme quality of the soul. It is a spiritual fastidiousness, a rejection of the foul in favour of the fine, a leaning and a longing toward cleanliness and purity. Holiness is consecration to the magnificent task of the imitation of God, the model of holiness. O God, source of holiness, help us to sanctify ourselves and your world.
Amen.
On this Shabbat, after so much busyness in the week before, and for ourselves as professional Jews, and I'm sure many of our congregants, through the festival of Pesach, there has been so much busyness and quite a lot of noise, even in the quietness that is around us. One of the key ideas from this week's Sidra is that of silence. And so tonight we are not going to be speaking words in sermons. Rather, we are going to be praying words which our ancestors prayed, singing songs that our ancestors sang. Tonight, let us be quiet within ourselves. Let us have a Shabbat, a rest, and may it be one of shalom, of peacefulness.
In the spirit of our ancient tradition, which unites and sanctifies the house of Israel in all lands and ages, we welcome the Sabbath by kindling these lights. If you do have your own candles and you have not yet lit them at home, then do feel free to join me in lighting the Shabbat candles. So we recite the blessing together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Happy is the people by whom the Sabbath is sanctified. Happy are those who rejoice in its blessing, for it comes with the message of God's abiding love, as one who brings good tidings and publishes peace.
Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzoi sheinu nekad mafanav betodah. Naria, naria, letzoi sheinu bizmirot naria lo. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה, לכו נרננה לאדוני. For you, Eternal One, are a great God.
A sovereign great above all other gods.
The depths of the earth are in your hand.
And the mountain peaks are yours.
The sea is yours, for you made it.
The dry land is the work of your hands.
Come, let us bow down and worship.
Let us bend the knee before our Maker.
You are our God and our shepherd.
We are your people and your flock.
Today the world would be redeemed.
If only we would listen to your voice. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, baruch hu shemo, asru miyom liyom, Yeshuato. Sapru v'goyim kevodo b'chol ha'amim niflotav ki gadol Adonai u'molal me'od norahu Shamayim Masa Hod V'Hadav Lefanav Osvet Tiferet V'Mikdasho Havol Adonai Mishpachot Ha'amim Havol Adonai Kevod Ve'oz Havol Adonai Adonai b'chadrash kodesh Illu mitpanav kol haaretz Nimnu v'goyim Adonai malach Atikot tevel v'atikot Yadin amim be'emet Shaharim yetzrefu hashamayim V'takel haaretz Haaretz yiram hayam Umelo Yalo Sarai V'chol ha'shemo Asher aneinu kol ha'seyah Lifnei Adonai ki iba lishmot ha'aretz lishmot Tevel v'tzedek v'na'amim v'emunato Yanai lanai 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 Yanai lanai 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 Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Lecha dodi lekrahat kala Pnei Shabbat nekavela Lecha dodi lekrahat kala בני שבת נקבלה, שמעו וזכו, בדיבור אחד השמיענו, אל המיוחד אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת, ולתהילה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לקראת שבת, לכו ונלכה כי מקור, הברכה מראש מקדם, נסוכה, סוף מעשה ומחשבה התחילה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה, התעוררי כי בהורך, קומי אורי, שידברי כבוד אדוני, עלייך נגלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה, בואי בשלום, עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה, ובצהלה תוך אמונה, העם סגולה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. ברכו את אדוני המבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך, לעולם ועד.
Praise be the one to whom our praise is due.
We praise the Eternal One, to whom our praise is due forever.
We read together. We praise you, Eternal One, our God, Sovereign of the universe, whose word brings on the evening, whose wisdom opens heaven's gates, whose understanding changes times and seasons, and whose will sets the stars in their courses in the sky. You make day and night, rolling light away from darkness, and darkness from light. You make day pass and bring on the night, and separate day from night. You rule the hosts of heaven. We praise you, O God, whose word makes evening fall.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amavcha ahavta, ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, ukimu mishpatim, אותנו לימדת, על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו, קומנו נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו, ואורך ימינו, ובהן כיומן ולילה, כיומן ולילה. יחבטך אל תעזור, ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. אוהב עמו ישראל.
Love the Eternal One, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. Let those words which I command you this day be always in your heart. Teach them diligently to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be like frontlets between your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates.
And just for a moment, stood in front of our open ark with our Sifrei Torah in front of us, let us again just take a moment of silence. תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, הייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני, אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני, אדוני אלוהיכם.
All this we hold to be true and sure. You alone, Eternal One, are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You have freed us from oppressors and delivered us from tyrants. You led us out of Egypt forever to serve you in freedom. When we witnessed your power, we praised your name and gave thanks. Willingly we accepted your rule. Then full of joy we sang together.
מי כמוך בעלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו
Grant, eternal God, that we may lie down in peace, and let us rise up to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your wise counsel, and for your name's sake be our help. Shield us from sickness and war, from famine and distress, and keep us from wrongdoing. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are our guardian and deliverer, a gracious and merciful God. Guard our going out and our coming in, that now and always we may have life and peace.
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, v'hakadosh tevet. Eternal God, open up our lips, that our mouths may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, גומר חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, בחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מזריח השמש ומוריד הטל. מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים, רופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, ולך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישוע. למען אתה להחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. קדוש אתה ונורא שמך, ואין לנו אלוה מבלעדיך. ברוך אתה אדוני
Ha'el HaKadosh.
We read together. We thank
Thank you, O God, for this Sabbath day, which calls us to a closer communion with you. Though you are near to us at all times, you reveal your presence most clearly when we direct our thoughts towards you in worship and meditation. In you, O God, our humanity is exalted. You are our life. From you come its greatness, its power, its beauty. Establish in us, we humbly pray, a devotion to you that shall be firm in all the circumstances of life. May this service renew in our hearts the sense of your presence and bring us peace.
Yismechu b'malchutcha, Yismechu b'malchutcha, Shomerei Shabbat v'korei oneg, Am kachei shavihi, Am kachei shavihi, Kulam yisbehu v'yitangu mituvecha, V'hashivi ratzita bo v'kidashto, V'hashivi ratzita bo v'kidashto, Chemdat yamim oto karata, Zecher Lema'aseh Bereshit.
O God and God of our ancestors, may our rest on this day be pleasing in your sight. Sanctify us by your commandment and make us loyal to your teaching. Satisfy us with your goodness, gladden us with your salvation, and purify our hearts that we may serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Eternal One, let the holiness of your Sabbath enter our hearts, and may all Israel who hallow your name be exalted by its peace. We praise you, Eternal One, for the holiness of the Sabbath.
Eternal God, be gracious to your people Israel, and in your love accept their prayers. May our worship now and always be acceptable in your sight. We praise you, O God, whom alone we worship in reverence. Modim anachnu lach, שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו לעולם ועד. צור חיינו, מגן אישנו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. נודה לך ונספר תהילתך, על חיינו המסורים בידיך, ועל נשמותינו הפקודות לך, ועל ניסיך שבכל יום עמנו, ועל נפלותיך וטובותיך, שבכל עת ערב ובוקר וצהריים. ברוך אתה אדוני, הטוב שמך, ולך נאה להודות. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. כי אתה הוא מלך הדור, לכל השלום. כי אתה הוא מלך הדור, לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל, בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם.
ברוך אתה אדוני, עושה השלום.
Hai נצור לשוני מרע, שפתי מדבר מרמה, פלים כללי נפשי תדום. O my God, guard my tongue from speaking evil and my lips from telling lies. Even when others curse me, may my soul be silent. In these times when sometimes there is a lot of noise in our heads from all that is going on around us, and at other times a silence that sometimes screams at us, how inspirational may these words be, even when there is noise or even when there is silence that screams at us. Nafshi tidom, may my soul be quiet, may I be settled, maybe I have the power to breathe, maybe I have the power to speak, to pick up the telephone, to call a friend, to call someone near. Occasionally, to lift up my eyes and to look to the hills, to the heavens, and to find a small, gentle voice that speaks to us. This week ahead, Nafshi Tidom, may our souls be quiet, if not silent. When we need to speak, may we find people ready to speak with us. If there is an engaged sound, may we lift up our eyes to the heavens and speak and talk and find that the words of our mouths and the meditations of our hearts are acceptable to you, O God, our rock and our Redeemer. והגיון ליבי לפניך, יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, והגיון ליבי לפניך. אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri vegoali. Yehiyu l'ratzon imrei fi, vegion libi lefanecha. Yehiyu l'ratzon imrei fi, והגיון ליבי לפניך. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri ve'goali. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri ve'goali. Yihiyu l'ratzon imrei fi ve'hegyon libi lefanecha. Yihiyu l'ratzon imrei fi ve'hegyon libi lefanecha.
Baruch Adonai Leolam.
Amen v'amen.
Baruch Adonai Elohim Elohei Yisrael עושה נפלאות לבדו, וברוך שם כבודו לעולם, וימלא כבודו את כל הארץ.
Amen v'amen.
The eternal God shall rule over all the earth. On that day the eternal God shall be one and known to be one. May your love, O God, rest upon us as we rest our hope in you. All the nations that you have made shall come and bow down before you and honor your name. Let God be praised by day. Let God be praised by night. Let God be praised when we lie down. Let God be praised when we rise up. Avinu Shebashamayim. O God in heaven, let your unity be acknowledged and your sovereignty established forever. Reign over us now and always.
Adonai Melech Adonai Malach Adonai Yimloch leolam va'ed. We remember those who died in recent days and those who died at this time of the year in years gone by. On this Shabbat, we recall the yahrzeits of June Cohen, the mother of Jonathan and Juliet Klein, of Henrietta Collin, the mother of Michael and grandmother of Richard, Federica Ellison, the mother of Ruth, Theodore Hasse, the grandfather of Jutta Hasse Schultz, David Hirsch, a brother of Rachel Rickeisen, Peter Keynes, the brother of Barbara Conn, Sidney Plax, the husband of Greta and father of Benita and Vivian. And we're saddened by the deaths this week of Sheila Kempner, the mother of Richard and Natasha, and Rose Nathan, the sister of Sylvia Hyams and aunt of Lynn. Zecher Tzadikim Livracha. May all that was dear and good in their lives endure always as a blessing and as a continual influence for good.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirotei v'yamlich malchotei, b'chayachon u'v'yom echon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, b'gala u'v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'al v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitada v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kodesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. Damiran ba'alma v'imru Amen. Yehi shlama Rabba min Shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol b'nei Adam, v'imru. Amen. May great peace descend from heaven, and abundant life be granted to us and all who mourn. Let us say, Amen.
So we conclude this evening's quiet service in the way that we began it. But instead of reading the English words, let us now read the Hebrew. We've had the most glorious of few weeks where the sun has been out, the roses literally have come out. Rabbi Leah was just saying to me before how the roses are just about Shabbat. And at the same time, we've actually had some glorious rain in the past few hours as well, at least in the south of England, which has brought greenery and lushness again and sustenance. Let us imagine ourselves going out into the garden. Erev Shoshanim Leitzena el Chapustan Mo Besamim Ulevona Leraglech Miftan Laila Yored Beha Beruach Shoshan Noshva Shlach shir balad zemer shel ahava Shachar u'mayona roshesh ma'alei tlalim Bikel haboker sheshona v'ktefeinu li Shlach shir balad zemer shel ahava Shaila yored beha Ruach shoshan noshva Hava elcha shlach shir balad zemer shel ahava. Be when we find dawn that a dove is cooing, that we find the roses in the morning. Let us go out and pick it, be it one with the world around us, be it one with ourselves, and in quietness thank God for our lives. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. In a short moment, we're going to invite you to join us for Kiddush in our Zoom room. So if you are in our Facebook groups, in our Facebook hubs, then the link to the Zoom room should be correctly in the title of this video. So I hope that works. So we look forward. Alternatively, just stay online and we'll stream it again.
And also you'll be able to look in your weekly bulletin as well if you have your email out. I'm not condoning it, but if you do, then
absolutely.
Then you can see
do we want
well.
to just highlight maybe Yom HaShoah on Monday?
Well, we can definitely do it. We've got a couple of things as ever coming up. On tomorrow evening, for all of our congregants and those on our email lists, we have a Havdalah service as well as our morning service tomorrow morning at 11. And then on Monday evening, we have our Yom HaShoah commemoration. We're honoured that our friends, members of the LJS, Bob and Ann Kirk, will be speaking of their experiences through the Shoah. We'll be concluding just with a few prayers. Please do join us on that occasion. If you're watching and don't have links to us, then please do ask to join our groups, admin@mpls.org.uk, and otherwise you'll be able to watch our live streams. We're signing in now to our Zoom room and at the same time staying live, because then we can be as live as possible for
I think unfortunately we're going to need to stop it for a moment and then we're coming back, because otherwise our two systems will be in contrast. So we're having a short intermission.
Tell us what adverts you
Shabbat Shalom.